All right, welcome race fans. We're back tonight with the Lucky Dog Sim Racing, and this is the Gen 6 series. I'm sorry, it's not the next gen series. It's the Gen 6 series. But tonight we are going to be doing about 100 laps here tonight. So right now, Gary Slapinski, top of the leaderboard. Very good. All right, let's take a look at the race analytics coming into tonight. All right, 65-degree air temperatures, 80-degree track temperature. They're doing 100 laps. That's 150 miles here at Kentucky. Tire window is about 45 to 55 laps, and I doubt they're even going to get that. I mean, that's kind of pushing it. And fuel window about 45 to 55 as well, because I think they can make it halfway if they save a little bit. Can't they, Dwayne?
Yeah, they should be able to, without any fuel restrictions, they should be able to make it halfway.
Yeah. And pit road speed, 50 mile an hour. And yes, I did want to let everybody know Dwayne is back. Dwayne is back from his little mini vacation. But thank you again to Chris Hogue for filling in for him last week or the other day. And man, I'll tell you what, Chris did an outstanding job. So, all right, let's take a look at the points here. Michael Pegg still leading by 27 points over Gary Slapinski. Jacob Edson moved up to third. Now he is 36 points back. David Casey at fourth. He is 40 points behind. Paul Witt in fifth, 42 points back. John Schunanen in sixth place. He is 115 behind. Gary Whitmer in seventh, 149 back. Joel Guy in eighth, 191 back. Chris Hogue, ninth, 206 behind. And Frank G rounding out the top 10, 215 points behind. Dwayne?
Sandy Curtis is in 11th. He is 222 back. John Held in 12th. He is 234 back. Jeff Gilmore 13th. He is 238 back. Razor Cut 14th, 239 back. Everett Lane 15th, 269 back. John Henderson 16th, 271 back. Don Davis 17th. He is 278 back. Travis Turnmeyer 18th. He is 304 back. Jared Daniels 19th, 330 back. And Robert DuPont rounds out the field, or the top 20 rather. He is 341 behind the leader.
Well, I just wanted to mention Tristan Underwood did move up 5 positions. The biggest gain last week, moves into the 21st position. So he's coming. He's going to break into the top 20 here. Well, only one more race after tonight, Dwayne. One more race for the season. So they go to Talladega next week for the season finale. So this is going to be a very important race for the top, 5? Very important.
Top 5, specifically Michael Pegg. What Michael needs to do is try to get out of here, because it's a super speedway, Rudy, and we know this league, we're probably going to have 30 to 35 cars. If he doesn't extend his lead, there are scenarios where he could go to Talladega and still lose the championship. He wants to come out tonight, get the pole, lock up all the bonus points, and win this race. And if he can do that, then, he might be able to not have to white knuckle it so much next week. So all the pressure right now is on Pegg. Gary Slapinski, he's waiting in the wings, and we've seen him. He's got 4 wins this season on mile and a half. So he knows how to get it done. And the pressure right now is on our points leader.
Because you don't want to count out Gary because with him, he wants to make sure that Michael doesn't lead all them laps, even though they're teammates. Hey, there's a championship next week, so it's going to be it's every man for himself this week. He can't afford to say, well, here, Michael, I'll push you to the win. No, that can't happen. Gary's going to want to get out there and lead every lap too.
Yeah, and by the way, Slapinski's the only driver on the board right now who's run a 29.9. Everyone else is in the 32nd bracket.
Yep, you know it. And I'm telling you, that right there tells me he has been practicing and practicing and practicing for tonight's race to make sure that is exactly what he is going to do here, is to try to get out of here with max points. Now, if he does that, he won't take over the point lead, but he is, unless Michael has a horrible finish, but it will close the gap up a lot on Michael, and it's going to come down to next week where pretty much between those two, whoever wins the race is going to win the championship. It could.
Absolutely. And so that's why all the pressure is on Pegg right now to have a good, strong finish, win it if he can, finishing second Lipinski is not going to lose him too many points. But it will tighten the race still. And, you know, if he doesn't come out of here with a win, he's really going to have to be very careful next week at Talladega.
Yes, sir. All right, folks, we're going to step away for the national anthem. We'll be right back, so stay with us.
Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets ran the bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land under the free, and the home of the brave. Because we are the brave. Yes, we are the brave. We'll fight to invade the name of the brave. We are the U.S. of A. For those unaware, that flag is still there. It's our future to save. Stand of the brave, the U.S. of A. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free, and the
This is Rio of Madison Rising, and you're watching MaxspeedTV.
All right, folks, we are back. So, yeah, we're going to be a small field here tonight, folks. I don't know, what, about 16 drivers, I think? That's all we're going to have.
I think Brian Pierce might be the admin, so it might only be 50.
Right, yeah. Right, so far, Darren Reeser, top of the leaderboard. But I have a sneaking suspicion Gary Slapinski's going to beat that. As a betting man, I'd say Gary's probably going to take the pole.
Right? Now, they do get 2 laps here.
Right. Yep. No. Peg was kind of slow on his first lap. Jacob Edson to third. Not too many qualifiers tonight, I'll tell you that.
No, not yet.
Hey, Shane. Hey, Brendan.
They've still got a couple minutes.
Yep. Yeah, Michael Pegg, man. Paul Witt to third. Darren Reeser holds on to second. Paul Witt to third. Michael Pegg fourth. And Jacob Edson fifth. Dang. Paul Witt picked up any time on that second lap? Nope. Did not. John Schooneman coming around. Oh, he's not even going to take a lap. Chickened out. Chicken. John, you chicken. 5 qualifiers. You've got to be kidding me.
Wow. That's surprising.
Well, that just tells you right there, a lot of people don't like this track. I'm one of them. I'm not a big fan of it. It's a great track. Don't get me wrong. It's a beautiful track.
It's a technical track.
Yeah, I just don't drive well here.
It's a very throttle dependent track. You have to be able to control the throttle, but at the same time, you have to hit your marks.
Right.
If you can get the correct entry into turn 1, you can flat foot it all the way through the corner. But if you're off by even a few inches one way or the other, you're really going to have to get on the brakes, off the throttle, and lose a lot of time. So you have to hit your marks and hit them consistently to be fast here.
Yes, sir. Man.
You almost have to run this like a road course. Turns 1 and 2 are a lot different than 3 and 4. 1 and 2 are tight and narrow. 3 and 4 are wide and sweeping. You can't flat foot it through 3 and 4. You do have to let off just going into entry until the car settles. Once the car settles, then you get back on the throttle and away you go. So the guys who can manage that, tires are going to be king. They only have 4 sets. They can only change their tires 3 times tonight. 50 laps is a lot of laps on these tires.
Yeah.
The fall off here is larger than any other track we go to. For whatever reason, Kentucky will chew the tires. Even after 10 laps, Rudy, we're going to see lap times over a second slower than the start of the race.
Yep. All right, here we go. Gridding them up. Gary Slapinski taking the pole with a 30.013. Congratulations to him for grabbing the pole. Outside of the front row will be Darren Reeser. In row number 2, Paul Witt starting third, Michael Pegg fourth. Row number 3, Jacob Edson fifth. Sandy Curtis, the first one to not take a qualifying time, will start in 6th. In row 4, David Casey at 7th, Damon Cox 8th. Row 5, Gary Whitmer will start in 10th. Dwayne?
Row 6, Gary Ragland 11th. Todd Willis will start in the 12th position. Row 7, John Schooneman 13th and Thomas Holder 14th. Row 8, I believe Brian Pierce is going to be the admin tonight, but if he starts, it'll be in the 15th spot. Joel Guy will start 16th. And then in row 9, Chris Hogue will round out the field in 17th position.
Very good. Very good. All right. 100 laps here tonight, folks, at the Kentucky Ice Skating Rink. Well, you gotta agree. If you filled this up with water and it froze it, it would make one beautiful ice skating rink.
It'd be a big ice skating rink.
Mm-hmm. In the summertime, it could double as a swimming pool.
Watch out for the light poles in the middle of the field, right?
Right, yeah.
All right, so it looks like we had 13 drivers make the start. Brian Pierce, Todd Willis, and Thomas Holder. It looks like Todd Willis had connection issues and dropped. I believe Thomas Holder may be an adminning as well.
Yeah, so it looks like we're going to have about 14 drivers. Sound right? 14?
If Todd Willis gets back, it would be 14, yeah. Right now it's 13.
Well, as we always say, fewer cars, fewer cautions, right?
That's right. And I look for this field to get spread out early here.
Yeah. I think you're right.
All right, here we go. Pace car is off.
Green flag, green
Green
flag.
is out. We are underway from Kentucky.
Wow, did he get a hole shot or what, huh?
Yeah, he did. He caught him sleeping.
Man, I guess so. Paul Witt already taking over second from Darren Reeser.
Yeah, and this field's going to get single file here very quickly.
Ooh, Sandy Curtis way up the hill. That's a good place to go at this point. Uh-oh, Michael Pegg extremely loose coming out of 4.
Yeah, I saw that. Good save, though. Everybody else gave him room, but he is going to lose a lot of positions. He's in trouble right now.
Yeah, the back end of that car wanted to go right around on him. Excellent save. David Casey gets by. Dave's he's the driver we watch every week. He's 4th in the points coming into tonight, so it's going to be very vital for him to try to finish as best as he can possibly get here tonight. Even winning the race would be a big help to him. Peg to his inside.
Yeah, he's trying to get some of those positions back that he lost, but Casey is going to have the draft help heading down into 3.
It'll be hard. Jacob Edson coming into the picture now. Looks like he's going to follow Peg up through a little bit of draft help there for Peg. Yeah, I'm not sure what would be the best place to go. We never did do a ride along here tonight because we were talking so much about the race, but that's okay. That's okay because, I mean, the things that we talked about tonight were very, very important to this race.
Paul Witt to the inside of Slapinski for the lead.
Yeah, he ain't quite got it yet, but I don't know if he's going to have it at the line here. I see smoke. What's up with that?
I believe we had a little bit of an issue in the back. We'll go back and check.
Paul Witt did lead that lap. Yeah, I think it was something with Todd Willis. He's on pit road already.
I went back and looked at it, Rudy. It looked like Chris Hogue got loose coming off of 4. He got up into Joel Guy, and Joel Guy went down through the pit road area, was able to save it. This happened all at the back of the field. Chris Hogue actually spun. They were both able to get it going again, so no caution. But yeah, incidents early for those two was what you saw for the smoke. So it looks like Todd Willis has rejoined the race, but he has not been able to get out on track yet.
Wow, look at this. Sandy Curtis bidding for second.
And doing it on the high side.
Yeah, and Michael Pegg's right there. I'm not sure. I think he might have been trying to help Paul Witt, but boy, I'll tell you what, Gary Slapinski is keeping that door shut, isn't he?
He sure is.
Oh, Sandy Curtis into the wall.
Caution, yellow flag.
Oh,
And
no.
Paul Witt got a piece of that as well.
Oh, man. Yeah, I seen that just as it happened. What the heck happened there?
Looked like he was trying to go a little high just to set up his entry into turn 3. Got a little too high, bounced off the wall, and hit Paul Witt as well.
But it was like the car just like turned right up into the wall. Right there.
Oh, and Damon Cox gets flipped over.
Man. Yeah, and then he got into Paul Witt. Now, Paul saved it, though, didn't he? Yeah, Paul saved it. And Damon Cox.
Keep an eye on Damon Cox. Yeah, him and
Okay.
John Schoeneman get together. He's taking his car behind the wall already.
Oh, man. What the heck? Schoeneman never slowed up.
Maybe a little revenge there.
Revenge
Oh
for
my
what?
gosh. I don't know. Drivers have a long memory, Rudy.
Well, yeah, but golly, I don't remember them two having an issue, but oh my gosh, yeah, look at that. Oh my.
Rolls the 12 over.
Wow. Well, that's too bad, but man, we're back up front here. And doesn't look like anybody's coming to pit road up here. They are, well, I shouldn't say that. The front 3 did not come to pit road.
Yeah, the top 3 stayed out. Everybody else came to pit road. This is going to be interesting strategy-wise because those who have pitted, they're taking 4 tires. These top 3 are in trouble. They've been out there 9 laps. With most other tracks, wouldn't be a lot. 9 laps here on your tires is like 20 laps most other places.
Well, I think we need to talk to Sandy. What do you think? I mean, I know, you know, well, we'll talk to him. Sandy Curtis, you got a copy?
Yes, sir, I do.
Sandy, what happened there, brother?
Well, if it's anything like last week's, I'm okay with it. But yeah, I just bounced off the wall and kicked me down.
Man, oh man, yeah, we seen that. It was almost like your car, like the wall jumped out and grabbed your car. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I thought it
weird.
was going straight, but next one I know, it was bounced down. So yeah.
Yeah, wow.
But hey, look,
Well,
that happened last week, and look how my race finished, right?
I know. Oh, I'm not saying it was a bad thing. I'm just saying, wondered what happened to you. You know, what happened to the car. So, but you didn't use a reset?
Yeah, actually, I'm going back in to use it. First one, I just wanted to see how much damage there was, but there's enough to use it.
Okay. Very good. Yeah, I was going to say, it looks like quite a little bit on the back there, but, well, before that happened, how was the car feeling? Because, man, you were coming forward.
Yeah, I was feeling good in it. I was kind of like, running the outside a little bit there. Yeah, it felt good, just like it did last week, to be honest with you.
Well, you think maybe you might have just been just a tad too close to the wall, or I know they were kind of forcing you up there. But, yeah.
Yeah, I think I just went too high up towards the wall.
Yeah. Okay, buddy. All right. Well, I'll let you go. Good luck out there, Sandy.
Yeah, thanks a lot, guys. Have a good one.
Yes. All right. That's kind of a bummer, man. Yeah, it's a bummer. Hate that for him.
Yeah.
But I guess if you're going to do it, get it out of the way now, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
So Paul Witt saw everyone else come to pit road, and he came down pit road the next time by. That leaves Gary Slapinski and Chris Hogue, the top two, on 10-lap tires here. I think they're setting ducks, Rudy.
You think?
I think so, yeah. I mean, it depends on how quickly these guys behind him can get past Hogue, but
Right.
Slapinski is definitely in trouble. He's got to be able to try to hold these guys off.
Right.
And I just don't see him doing it. You know, his last lap before the caution was a 30.7. These guys are going to be running 30.3s or faster, so he's going to have to work to hold them off. This is not going to be easy for Slapinski.
And a little bit of a warning, Gary Ragland looks like he may have just stopped for fuel only.
Yep, you are correct. So Michael Pegg,
like
the
to
first
me.
car with 4 fresh tires, and he's going to be starting on the outside line. He might just take him 3 wide.
Yeah, I definitely. You can count on that. That's exactly, I think is exactly what's in the playbook right there for Michael Pegg to get to the lead and get a lap led.
All right, so as we get ready to go back racing, Gary Slapinski still in the lead. Chris Hogue went from last to second by staying out. Gary Ragland third. Michael Pegg fourth. Ben Reeser fifth. Paul Whitten sixth. John Schoeneman seventh. Jacob Edson eighth. Gary Whitmer Sr. ninth. And Joel Guy, the top 10. Dave Acacia in 11th. Sandy Curtis 12th, the last car on the lead lap. Damon Cox has taken his car behind the wall. Todd Willis is still on pit road, 9 laps down, but has not elected to join the race yet. All right, pace car is off. Slapinski going to lead him down to the restart zone. Green flag is out. We're back underway. And he gets exactly what he needed. He needed that launch.
Yep. Definitely. Now, I'd be worried about Chris Hogue. Michael Pegg is following him right now, but hasn't made an attempt here. I think he's waiting to get a little heat build up in them tires, and we'll probably, yeah, there goes Michael. He drops it down to the bottom. Chris Hogue stays up high. He knows he's got older tires, and he's just going to let these guys go by.
And we're 3 wide for third almost for a split second.
Oh,
back
my
to
gosh,
2 wide.
Oh, they're going to go 3 wide again. Oh, my
yes,
God.
They are. Look at this.
Oh, man. Schoeneman. Right up the middle, John Schoeneman. Something's going to happen. They're too close right there. Him and Gary Ragland. That's not good. I don't like to see them guys that close.
And they get away with it.
Oh, man. I'll tell you, they are very, very lucky. That was extremely close. That would have been white knuckle racing in itself right there. Golly, David Acacia coming back up through. All right, well, Michael Pegg has closed the gap back up on Gary Slapinski. So, because he says, I can't let him get away. And,
and he gets loose.
Right. Who does?
Pegg got loose. He was trying to go to the outside and got loose and just lost all his momentum.
Well, that's enough to let Paul Witt close the gap upon him and Darren Reeser.
Yeah, now all 3 of those cars behind Slapinski have fresh tires. And here he goes. Michael Pegg to the inside. Slapinski on the outside lane. Nothing he can do but just wait, hope that the others can't follow him through, which they're going to do right now. Here comes Witt. Yeah, he's going to be 4th by the time they get out of turn 2.
Michael Pegg just led his first lap of the race, so he does get a bonus point. Paul Witt goes into 2nd, but we haven't seen Darren Reeser attempt anything yet. He may be setting up to maybe try to get by on the outside here. I don't know. Gary's kind of closed that gap again, or he's closed the bottom up so he can't really get by him. So Darren may be looking to try to pass on the outside, and I think he could do it.
Yeah, he definitely could with those fresh tires. And Reeser might be playing the long strategy. He may be anticipating a long run here and just trying to save his stuff. He may not make an attempt at all.
That very well could be, yes. Well, Jacob Edson goes into 5th as he passes up Chris Hogue. They're still hanging in there, though. Here comes Sandy Curtis on the outside of John Schooneman. Sandy, you know what happens when you get up close to that wall, buddy. We don't want to see you get up there again.
Yeah, and he's doing really what he can right now to try to keep Schooneman to his inside, but also get by Hogue at the same time.
All
Look
right,
at David Casey getting a good run.
Oh, yeah. I know it. You got a heck of a run there. I don't know. Schooneman.
And Curtis gets into the wall again.
He did?
He did. He scraped it. Minimal damage, but it's going to slow him down a little bit.
What the heck, Sandy? You need to stay away from that wall, brother. It's not going to make you go any faster.
Must be
trust
the
me
color.
on that.
He must
Could
like
be.
green.
Could be. That very well could be.
Yeah,
Oh,
Michael
man.
Pegg and Paul Witt have pulled out to almost 3 seconds, 4 seconds over 5th place.
Yeah. They're already a second and a half ahead of Gary Slapinski now. And I'm kind of surprised that that Darren has not tried to even get by Gary here. Maybe, I don't know, maybe he's just trying to keep Gary in the mix of things here by helping him with the draft a little. I don't know.
I think he's saving his stuff. He's not pushing it that hard. He's saving his tires, and looks like that's what he's going to do. He's just going to ride around, wait for everybody to burn up their stuff, and then he'll be the fastest one out there.
And Michael Pegg just got about a 10th and a half lead over Paul Witt.
Yeah, and this is playing into Reeser's hands right now. These two guys up here leading, but they're racing each other. They're not trying to conserve at this point. They are racing hard. So, and at this point, with that first caution at lap 10, most of these guys could probably stretch it out to, lap 60, 65 if they absolutely wanted to. Just to try to save the amount of wear that's going to happen on that last run.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. Now we know Gary Slapinski, because he did not pit. He's probably going to want to maybe pit. I'm not really going to say for sure. Maybe by lap 55 or something. There, Dean just went, or Darren just went by him. So
I
by
think
lap
Slapinski
55,
had enough of him banging on his bumper.
Yeah. So that would only leave him 45 to go. Okay. And I don't think that would be a problem. He can make that easily on fuel. And, Gary can usually save tires pretty well by that, with 45 to go. So
45 laps is a lot on tires here, though.
yeah, it is. Yep. Well, Sandy Curtis back into the mix here, comes up on Jacob Edson. Looking to try to get back to 5th. And he just got a good run on him.
Yes,
Wow,
he did.
almost
Got a
into the
little
back.
swirly coming off of 2, but does keep the run going.
Yep.
He's going to set sail for turn 3 and 4 and make the pass.
Nice. I don't know. Jacob going to try the crossover. Here he goes.
He's got the run. Looks like Edson Curtis got a little tight coming off of 4. And that's all Edson needed to get back by him, but it ain't over yet.
Very nice. That's a heck of a battle right there. Two great racers, and man, they have proved it over and over. I mean, look at Jacob Edson. Went to 3rd in the points last week. That is amazing in itself right there. But Paul Witt dropped. Paul didn't have a good finish last week. So Paul's he's on the comeback trail. Matter of fact, you know what? I just got to thinking. No, I was thinking of something else. Never mind. I was thinking Paul Witt missed a race, but no, I'm sorry. My bad.
contact between Dave Acacia and John Schooneman. Acacia was hard into the wall. He got it straight, Rudy, but he is on pit road to get that fixed.
Oh my gosh. Well, that's going to probably want, yeah, I did put him a lap down. Oh my gosh. That's too bad for Dave because he's such a good racer. And to come in here tonight, fourth in the points, man, going to be very vital for him to have a good finisher, to even have a chance at that championship next week.
Yeah, and we still have 73 to go, so there's no way he can make it from here.
Right.
He's going to need a caution to get caught back up. Now, the good news is he is the only car one lap down, so if we do get that caution, he will be the wave around.
I'm telling you, this battle is far from over back here.
Andy Curtis still on the inside. This has been the best show we've seen so far this whole race. These two right here.
No kidding, man. They are really battling it hard. The sad part of it is they're out there just abusing their tires right now, and this is not the right track to be abusing your tires on.
No, they're battling. They're already 8.5 seconds behind the leaders.
Yep.
And it's allowing Gary Ragland to actually close in on them. He's only a second behind them now. So that's going to be a 3-car battle before too long.
Yeah, he's closing.
He's watching this battle in the mirror saying, keep it up, boys.
Yeah, the reason why Gary's closing somebody, he's in the draft now. So he is catching the draft off of them too. He's down way under, almost down to 3/4 of a second. So doing really well here. Yes, sir. Very good. Schooneman back in 8th. Started 13th, though. So, and Chris Hogue still hanging in there. Did not make a pit stop.
Yeah.
Still hanging in there. Still in the top 10.
He's doing a good job.
Absolutely. MaxspeedTV car. He loves that MaxspeedTV stuff. That's great. Don't look right to me. Hold on. There it is. That's better. It didn't look right to me. That was not right. I went to the gearbox camera.
Yep.
And heck, it was clear up on the back part of the car. Huh. Yeah, it didn't look right. There it was, somehow it got, I don't know, it wasn't right. Anyhow. Now it's back right. Michael's starting to put a little gap there. He's got almost a half a second gap on Paul Witt. And Paul just, I think, is just riding right now. He knows he's not going to be able to battle it up too long, so he's just hanging there. Darren Reeser closing up on him. He's not far behind.
Chris Hogue, unscheduled pit stop.
Uh-oh. Finally making that pit stop.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
And Gary Whitmer just went a lap down.
Oh, no. Yep.
Oh, into the wall.
Oh, man. Good save.
Good save.
Wow, I bet you he was sawing on that wheel. Let's go back and check this out, folks. Watch him saw on this wheel.
Yeah, no surprise after that. He's coming to pit road.
Yeah, no doubt. Watch him saw on this wheel as them guys go by. He is really putting a lot of wheel into that to make the turn. And you can see right here, he gets into the wall. Look at him sawing on that wheel. Good job. Excellent work right there.
Chris Hogue has rejoined the race, but he is now 2 laps down in 12. Now, he does have fresh tires, so he's right behind the leaders. He should be able to get one of those laps back.
Right.
He just goes by Gary Whitmer, who's on pit road. So Whitmer back to 12, Hogue up to 11.
I just hope he's very careful around them leaders, because the last thing you want to do is take out one of the leaders. Oh my God.
And Paul Whit, when Whitmer hit the wall, Whit had to check up, and he lost a lot of ground to Michael Pegg and having to do that.
Yep. And now he's got Darren Reeser breathing down his neck. Oh my gosh. That that could be an interesting battle between them two.
Oh yeah, because Reeser was saving his tires at the beginning of this, and I think he's not pushing it as hard as he can. He's just out there doing consistent laps right now, as Chris Hogue does get around Michael Pegg to get one of his laps back, so he's now 1 lap down 11.
Very good. And Michael probably just let him go. He knows Chris just come off the pit road, and maybe I know that these guys don't. None of these. Let me rephrase this. I haven't heard of a lot of people communicating like we used to communicate back in the days. That's what you have a mic for, to say, hey, look, I just come off the pit road. I've got fresh tires, Michael. I'm going to go around you.
Right.
Okay. Nope. There's a lot of that don't happen anymore.
And look at the run Reeser's getting on Whit right now. This is going to be a big battle here.
Yeah, it is.
He's edging himself up to the outside here.
He's been getting some pretty good runs off of that outside, but maybe just not quite enough yet. I don't know. That is kind of odd. They both got 30 laps on them tires, so they should be well into, the tires are starting to get to that older side,
What we might call slideways.
Yeah.
And it looks like Pegg's actually backed off Rudy. And Reeser gets by Whit. Now we'll see if he can run down Michael Pegg. He's only a second and a half ahead of him. But this battle for second's not over yet.
Well, I don't know. Paul's he's kind of backed off a little bit now. I think he figured out Darren's just a little faster. And what I think happened there was Paul was trying to keep up with Michael, and he probably used up a lot of his tires. Where, remember on the beginning of that tire run, Darren was saving.
Yeah, he used Gary Sapinski to help him save tires.
Right. Yeah, Gary's put a ways back now.
Yeah, still in fourth, but he is now 3 seconds off the lead.
And we should see him. I think what Gary's plan is here, he's probably going to go to about lap 52, 53 at least. That's my thoughts.
First pit stop, yeah.
Yeah, and then he can make it the rest of the way on fuel. So he'll be able to do it on one pit stop. Where pretty much everybody else is going to have to stop again. They're going to have to do another pit stop,
Yeah.
So we may see Gary come in here in the next 8 laps, maybe 8 to 10 laps. That caution actually did kind of threw him right into it to where he can make it now. If he can make it to like lap 52, then he'd be able to make it on one pit stop. Or everybody else, they couldn't.
Right. Well, everybody else, they
could have.
They could have, yeah.
Yeah, but they elected to pit. Now they all got to come in again.
Yeah, and they'll probably be able to. They'll be able to stay out about 10 more laps than Slapinski, which could help. Oh, Gary Ragland coming in to make his stop here. And with 55 remaining, that's right on the edge.
Yep.
Michael Pegg going by Joe Guy, putting him 1 lap down. That'll leave 8. Make that 7, as Ragland also just went a lap down. So 7 cars remaining on the lead lap. Gary Schuneman, the last car.
And right now, Michael Pegg has led the most laps of anybody, 31 under his belt right now. So he's well on his way here to leading the most laps tonight.
And Slopinski's only led 12.
Yeah.
Joel Guy on pit road again.
Paul Witt's got Gary Slapinski breathing down his neck. And remember, Gary's been out there a long time.
Yes, he has.
Wow, look at this. He's going for a pass.
I think you're right, Rudy. I think Witt used up a lot of tire trying to stay with Pegg.
Yep. And it goes back to what you were saying before, you know, if you have the wrong steering ratio in there, you could be abusing your tires more. I don't know what's...
Yeah,
I don't
not just the wrong ratio. But, you know, if you're not hitting your marks properly either, you're burning your tires up.
Yep. Yeah, and I'm not saying Paul Witt's not, but something's definitely not going the way.
And Witt's coming to pit road.
He's coming in. Yep.
Oh, he missed the commitment cone.
Oh,
penalty.
There's a penalty. Oh my gosh. I think it was a late decision to come to pit road. He decided just a tick too late.
So that will be most likely an unsafe pit entrance there for Paul Witt. No, it hasn't been issued yet.
That's a 15 second penalty, isn't it?
I believe so, yes, sir.
Yeah,
Aaron Reeser gives up second to come down pit road. Now, these guys are actually stopping before Slopinski. This is going to be their second stop, and Slopinski hasn't stopped once yet.
I don't know if that's going to be, if they can make it from there. Yeah, Paul's on his, he's paying his 15-second penalty right now. Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, there it is.
Oh, man. Or was it a 30-second?
Might have been a 30.
Oh. I thought it was a 15, but no, yeah, I guess maybe it is a 30. Yeah. Oh, that's got to hurt. He just went 2 laps down.
Reeser is down and away. Slopinski now on pit road.
Yep. Lap 51, so he can stop and make it from here the rest of the way. Now, all the rest of these guys could do the same thing right now, too.
Yep.
But they are electing to, Michael Pegg and these guys are electing to stay out here, giving themselves a little bit more breathing room, which will give them a little bit fresher tires on them closing, 38 to 40 laps.
Reeser goes by Slopinski. That'll put him up to 5th.
Yep. All them guys. Here comes Michael Pegg. He's coming in. Wow, he had that thing locked down. How about Jacob Edson? He's going to come around. Is he going to pit? Yep, he's coming in. I thought maybe he'd stay out and lead a lap, get a bonus point. That would have been the prime time for him to do that, too.
And that's what Sandy Curtis is going to do, but he's got to make it around one more time before he inherits the lead.
Yep. Which, that shouldn't be a problem for Sandy. And boy, that'll be a good thing for Sandy. That's going to probably put him, it will put him into the top 10 in the points going into next week. He's going to still be a long ways out of it. No chance for him to win the championship.
And look at this, Rudy. Right. Darren Reeser, by pitting that many laps sooner than Michael Pegg.
Yeah.
Pegg's just now coming off pit road. Wave goodbye to Reeser and Slopinski.
And, oh, man. You got to be kidding me. Peg's coming up behind Slapinski, though. Did he not have a good pit stop? Yeah, he had a great pit stop.
Yeah, but that's how much time he lost just electing to stay out 3 more laps than these guys.
Yep. Yeah, that's why I said when Gary come in, they all should have come in right there. Then they would have all been even.
Yep.
Well, thanks everybody for stopping by tonight. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up on the video and subscribe if it's your first time here. You can check out our full broadcast schedule at MaxspeedTV.com and follow us on Facebook at Facebook.com/MaxspeedTV.
Well, Rudy, Sandy Curtis still staying strong out front.
Yeah.
I'm a little concerned for him. He's losing a lot of time right now.
I know.
Reeser is only 14 seconds behind him in closing. And Reeser does have a 2.5 second lead over Gary Slapinski. I don't know. I think Curtis is waiting for a caution that's not going to come.
Yeah, it's not gonna. He needs to pit ASAP. He really does. I think it's really hurting him right now. I mean, look at Jacob Edson just got his lap back.
Yeah, he's losing a lot of time,
Yeah,
right? We'll
he
check
is.
the speed at the line, but Reeser is closing for sure.
Yep. Here he comes.
That will hand the lead over to Darren Reeser, who will lead his first lap tonight.
Andy Curtis on pit road. Here
And
comes
Reeser's
Darren
going to be
Reeser.
able to get by him by the line. There's his first lap lead. Reeser to the
Yep.
lead.
Boy, he barely inched it there, didn't he?
He did. All right, so that's this is gonna allow guys to get their laps back. So Schooneman right now, just in front of Darren Reeser, is the last car on the lead lap.
Yep. Yeah, he is just barely ahead of Reeser.
And I think Reeser's kind of using him like he did Slapinski at the beginning
Right.
of the run. Just not trying to pass him, just kind of following him, saving his stuff. These guys are catching Reeser, but, you know, at the end of that run, Rudy, before they came to pit road, Reeser was the fastest car out there. He was closing in on Michael Pegg. So this is playing into his driving style here.
Well, ain't going to be long here. Slapinski and Pegg are going to be right on top of Reeser because they have really closed that gap up. With them two drafting like they're doing right now, they're really closing up on Darren Reeser.
Yeah, but they're working harder. They're burning more tire trying to catch him.
I agree. Yep, Darren's just kind of cruising right now. But they're down to 3/4 of a second.
Yeah, he's taking it easy. We'll watch at the line here. You're going to see Reeser is just how easy Reeser's taking it. He ran a 30.9. Slapinski ran a 30.6. The Peg a 30.7. So
yep,
Reeser could absolutely has the ability to run those 30.6s, 30.7s. But then he's burning his tires. He's doing exactly what he needs to do right now. Just running just fast enough to keep these guys behind him. And while they're trying to run him down and burning up their stuff, he's saving.
Well, we've had 5 lead changes, folks. Only one caution here tonight. 39 laps to go.
And here we go. Michael Pegg under Slapinski for second.
Oh, yeah. Here we go. Wow.
Slapinski gives him a little bump as they head down into 3.
And he's going for the lead on Darren Reeser.
And I think Reeser's going to let him have it. He's going to let him go, say, hey, go burn up your stuff. I'll catch you again like I did last time.
Yep. Well, Michael and Gary are running for the championship where Darren is not. But there's no reason why he can't go out there and win the race, right?
Exactly. And he's playing the long strategy right now.
Yep.
He's going to let these guys go. say, see you boys, go race each other, burn up your stuff, and I'll catch you like I did last time.
That's exactly right. That could be exactly what he is doing.
That's why he's going on here.
He is a very, very methodical racer. I got to say that about him. He is very methodical.
He's a calculating driver for sure.
Yes, sir. Yes, I agree 100%. I've known Darren. Well, he's been in a couple other leagues that we broadcasted, Old Farts, and that's the way he runs, man. He's very methodical. You might not see him out there winning all the time, but he does play it methodically, and he'll finish in a good position. So, well, here comes Sandy Curtis to try to get one of his lap, or get his lap back, excuse me. He's going to get by third place Darren Reeser here. Now he's got to get by Gary Slapinski. Now he's got 6 laps on his tires. Gary's got 14. So there.
Now he's coming up on John Schoeneman and Gary Ragland. Those three are battling for position right between the leaders right now.
Right. Yeah, he's got to get by.
Gary, and Slapinski gets held up a little bit.
Oh man. Schoeneman putting a block on Sandy Curtis.
That's a battle for the lucky dog.
Yes, it is. And you know, Sandy, oh, look at that. Look at that. Sandy just smoked John. Wow. Sandy on the move, but you know what? He is really abusing his tires right now.
Here he goes. Trying to get it back the old-fashioned way, and does.
Yep.
So now Sandy Curtis, the last car on the lead lap, and John Schoeneman in the lucky dog spot.
Wow. Well, he really abused his tires there, though.
Yeah, he did.
I mean, he was right and left, and passing this one, bottom, fighting that one, you know, and all over the map. But he's okay.
Well, really, we're 2/3 of the way through the race. What do you think about a little crank it up?
Well, I don't have a crank it up cam for this track.
Oh,
but
you did.
But we can crank it up, okay?
All right.
No, I don't. All right. Yeah, that was a close call. I don't know. Let's go back and see if
Oh, no. Gary Whitmer got up into the wall.
Oh, yes, he
and
did.
Then Sandy Curtis comes in and gets collected as well.
Oh, my gosh.
I'm surprised that didn't bring out a caution, and that stacked up the field 3 wide.
And that was right in front of the leader, too.
Yeah, heads up from Michael Pegg, and they went 3, almost 4. They did go 4 wide coming to the stripe, getting by him.
Oh, my gosh. I'm telling you. That was really close. God, that could have been so horrible right there.
Yes, sir. And you've got lap cars mixed with lead lap cars here, and big battles going on.
Well, that puts Sandy Curtis back a lap down. And right now, there's only 4 guys on the lead lap. Jacob Edson, the last one, and he is way back, 14 seconds behind the leader. almost 15 seconds. I should actually 15 seconds. Yeah.
Yeah, the
Wow,
only 3 drivers in contention right now: Michael Pegg, Gary Slapinski, and Darren Reeser.
Man, that could have been bad. I bet you Michael Pegg, he was going, you've got to be kidding. Here I am leading the race, led the most lap, and I'm going to get wrecked out.
Right?
I bet you he was just up in arms over that one. But good save by him, and way for them guys to keep it straight and keep it out of the way. Did a good job.
What that's done is it's allowed Slapinski to close the gap here as we get into the closing laps.
Yep.
We are 3/4 of the way through this race.
And I'm telling you, that was got to be the closest call yet I think we've seen tonight.
Right. Well, again, I don't know why that didn't bring out a caution. I guess they were able to straighten it out.
Golly, man. Darren Reeser sitting here. He is about 1.4 seconds back. But again, like you were saying, I think he's been saving his tires.
Yeah, he was definitely faster on the long run than the 2 in front of him. And he's keeping them within reach. 1.5 seconds is not that far back. He was 8 seconds back and caught them last run. I think he's in a good spot right now.
Yeah, he just very well could have the winning car here tonight. I mean, he's led a couple laps. No big deal, you know. Let's see, Darren is not even in the top 20 in points.
No, but he would love to play spoiler tonight and win this.
Yeah, he would. Pegg and Slapinski, here we go. Just a repeat each and every night that these two racing together, you know, racing each other. Oh, and good news, Dwayne, we will have Keegan Leahy will be back racing again Saturday night with the boys. He
Very
had
nice.
Great time last week racing with them, and he raced well with them. I think he finished like 9th or something. There was a wreck at the very end of the race, and he got involved in it. So he wound up with the ninth place finish. But I think he would have been like 5th or something.
Yeah.
He kind of got out of the mix a little bit where the guys were racing. He wasn't racing for points, but, you know, he was up there to help these guys. So, but he's going to be back Saturday night. That's cool. The world champion, iRacer world champion, oval. Okay, not the road course, but the oval series. Yep, world champion last season.
Very nice.
I don't know where do you find the points for the pros? Where do you find them? I've often asked that question.
You kind of got to dig through the iRacing stats a little bit. Essentially, you have to go as if you're applying for that series, and then there's a standings option, and it'll show you the standings of the drivers.
Because, I mean, it's just kind of weird that it's not like out there somewhere that you couldn't, you know, that everybody doesn't know it, you know. We just have to go by what the broadcaster says. Well, so-and-so's in the lead, you know. Well, where did you get that information from, you know? So, well, Gary Ragland back into 6th place after starting 11th.
Actually, Rudy, I stand corrected. You can go on NASCAR.com and find the points under the eNASCAR series.
What?
Yes, sir.
Really?
Yes, sir.
Well, I got to check this out. I have to check this out. The eNASCAR series. Okay, where do you see? You go down to standings or?
Yep. Once you select the eNASCAR series, you go down the menu, go to standings, and Matt Busa, currently your point leader.
Okay, but I don't see the eNASCAR. It has the truck, the Xfinity, and the Cup.
You got to go under the 3-line menu in the upper left.
Oh, okay. Oh, there it is. Ah, yeah, there we go. Okay, but
20 to go, and Michael Pegg still holding off Slapinski.
See the point.
Got to go back under the 3 line.
Here we go. Here we go. Got it. Got it. Got it. Got it. Got it. Yep. Matt Busa. Oh yeah. Hey, I did some broadcasting with Matt Busa leading races and stuff, and sent him the video, and he just loved it, man. He said, "Thank you so much, Rudy. Appreciate that very much." I know Matt from way back. An old league member when we were all in the league together. Justin Bolton, okay, became a pro, and him and Matt Busa hung out together. I think Justin Bolton, not sure if he's still a pro or not. I don't know if he's got to look in there to see if his name's still in there, but anyhow, Justin Bolton was he was a big time racer with us. I don't see his name in there anymore. Maybe he's not a pro anymore. But
Yeah, they seem to cycle out
yeah,
season to season.
Yeah, him and Matt Busa. But I'll tell you, the guy that you never see leave, Bobby Zielinski.
Right?
I'm telling you, that guy's been in there. He's going to win the championship one of these years, I'm telling you. What was it the year before? Zach Novak won. Yeah. Zach Novak. Now he's back at
Aaron Reeser just got into the wall, Rudy.
Uh-oh. Well, I seen Gary Slapinski came really close to getting into the wall, too.
Yeah, Reeser got tight coming off a 4, which can happen this late in the run. They've been out there 35 laps. Doesn't look like it's hurt him too much, but it was noticeable.
Yep. Well, folks, one caution is all we've had tonight, and boy, it's on right now. Michael Pegg, Gary Slapinski, 15 to go at the line. Fuel and tires out of the equation. Don't have to worry about it. So 15 laps. Let's see, that's going to put them right at about, well, Michael's going to have about 48 laps, and Gary's going to have 50 on their tires and fuel. But the 50, you know, you got to think about the pace lap and him getting back up to speed too. So
Right.
It's right on the edge. Right on the edge. Now he won't have, probably wouldn't have enough for a green, white, checkered. Maybe not. I don't know. He could be saving a little bit of fuel right now behind Michael. Drafting like that.
And John Schooneman did not have enough fuel to make it. He's on pit road. Oh, we got a caution.
Uh-oh. That was Schooneman.
Oh, Chris Hogue on his roof.
Uh-oh. Oh, my gosh. What happened there? Holy smoke.
Gets up into the wall, Rudy, and just kind of keeps it there. Kind of wall rides, and it bounces him up and over.
Oh.
Right down on his roof he slides.
My gosh.
So this changes everything.
Yeah, it does. Yep. And I'm sure we're going to see everybody come to pit road.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Well, we might see some of these guys who are lapped down, like Paul Witt, Sandy Curtis, and David Casey. They might stay out to take the wave around just to get themselves back on the lead lap. We see cautions breed cautions all the time. This might not be done. So right now we only have 4. Gary Ragland would be the wave around, so we'd only have 5 drivers on the lead lap with a reset. It would not surprise me if these guys stay out to get that and hope for a quick caution.
Oh, here comes the leaders then.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. If you've got a set of tires left, you're coming down to take them.
Yep.
And Darren Reeser is going to use his reset and get a fresh car.
Yeah. Well, that's the guy I want to talk to, but we're going to wait till he's done making his pit stop here. That's the guy I want to talk to. Paul Witt is back on the lead lap. Man, he's at the tail end of the lead lap.
Yeah, he's going to have to stay out to stay on the lead lap. Gary Ragland is the wave around. He's already back on the lead lap. Witt, Curtis, Acacia, and Joel Guy.
Right.
They're back on the lead lap, but they have to stay out if they're going to stay there. If they come to pit road, they're going to be 1 lap down again. Yep. So it's almost at this point worth the gamble to stay out. I mean, yes, you're going to be on old tires, but if you get that quick caution, you're right back in it.
You want to talk to Darren?
Sure.
There he is.
Darren Reeser, Dwayne in the booth. Got a copy?
I do.
Well, those guys kind of got away from you a little bit there on that last run, but you've got fresh tires, a fresh car. What do you got to do to get by these two?
Wrap them. Take them both out, flip them around sideways on their hoods, and I'll be there.
I like it.
I got to
like
get
it.
close enough to them to do it, so I got to stay on their ass. I
Hey.
got to stay on their butt.
Well, I'm sure the 6 cars ahead of you 3 there would appreciate that, as they're all trying to stay on the lead lap.
All right.
They're probably going to take the wave around here, but other than that, it's been a fun
That's it.
race so far. It's been fun watching you guys battle out there.
Yep. I finally stayed in it too long and caught that curb, and that cost me quite a bit. That would have put me down quite a bit. But, yep, now the race is on, and I'm going to take it to him, gentlemen. I'm going to do everything I got.
Well, I'll tell you what, we always love a good spoiler, man, and you're in prime position.
All righty. Yep, I'm going to give it to him. You guys keep that camera on me, all right?
Yes,
All right,
sir.
buddy.
Good
Do
luck.
it.
All right. Yep, thank you.
He's gonna do it.
Well, I can guarantee you now, Rudy, it's going to be a 10-lap shootout. Reeser's not holding anything back now. There's no
No.
saving.
Nobody is. Nobody's gonna be holding anything back. Gosh, I just don't want to see them top 3 get together, though. You know. And guess what? Jacob Edson's back in the race here. Not far with. I mean, he is just not gonna give up, man. He got the 3rd in the points, and boy, this has just really climbed up that tree the way he's done this. 36 points back coming into tonight. He is not out of the championship by any means whatsoever.
Right? He is not. And right now it does look like John Schooneman took his car behind the wall. But we're going to have 9 cars on the lead lap when we go back racing. 4 of them will have older tires, but like I said, all it takes is a quick caution, and they'll be able to come down, get fresh tires, and be right back in it.
Yeah, because Paul Witt, he is back on the tail end of the lead lap, but he's not going to get a chance to come to Pit Road.
And here they go.
There
Paul Witt,
Okay.
Sandy Curtis, Dave Acacia, and Joel Guy. So 9 cars back on the lead lap.
Good. That's awesome. I
And
like it.
even though he's 4 laps down, Chris Hogue still has a top 10 position, Rudy.
That's right. Hey, it all matters. Doesn't matter how many
Yeah.
laps you're down. It's that position that counts.
Now,
where you
he
get the
is-
points.
He is battling with Gary Whitmer. They're both 4 laps
Right.
down, so those 2 are still fighting for position out there. All right, as we get set up for what could be the final restart of the evening, Michael Pegg as your race leader, Gary Slapinski 2nd, Darren Reeser 3rd, Jacob Edson 4th, Gary Ragland will be starting at the tail end of the field in 5th as the wave around. Paul Witt back on the lead lap in 6th, Sandy Curtis 7th, Dave Acacia 8th, and Joel Guy in 9th. And it's going to be on from here. No one's, like I said, no one is going to be saving. All bets are off. Pace car's off for possibly the final time. Michael Pegg going to try to get the jump on him here as he leads them down to the restart zone. Top 4 have fresh tires. Green is out. 10 laps to go from Kentucky.
Well, Gary got a big jump there on the outside, but Darren Reeser could be using a little drafter on Michael Pegg. Michael wants this win. He can afford not to win, but he can't afford to finish outside that top 5. He needs to stay up there. Look at Jacob Edson turning it on. Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, and Slapinski taking advantage of that high lane,
Yep.
trying to pinch Pegg down. He will lead this lap, but Pegg's fighting back on the bottom. And this is where Pegg, see, he hit it the mark just right.
Yep.
He was able to stay in the throttle throughout that corner, and that's what kept him side by side. Now he's going to have to feather it here on the bottom through 3 and 4. Slapinski's going to get the advantage on the high side. Slapinski back to the lead. And Edson coming out on the high side.
Yeah, Michael and Gary both had to kind of pedal the gas there a little bit. They both got kind of tight, you know. Jacob Edson, man, what? Wow. Look at the power he's showing. Hey, what happened to Darren Reeser? He said he was going to get up there and kick their butts. What the hell?
Well, he had a little trouble with Jacob Edson. He wasn't counting him to be in the picture.
Right.
And
right.
Edson got by him, and he's just been kind of, well, remember, Reeser has been a long-run guy. You know, he's got the speed. It just takes a few more laps. But he's running out of time here as he goes for under Edson here for third. That's where the battle is. And I think this race is pretty much over here. Peg's going to try to get a run on Slepinski, but he's just can't quite get there. But he will get some bonus points to try to negate Slepinski if he's able to win it. He's going to definitely be out of here with the most laps led.
Yeah, he's checking out now.
Yeah, here goes Slepinski now. So 5 more times around for Slepinski.
Well, Michael's still going to get the most laps led, 67 laps. Just an absolute domination here today, but may not get the win. I don't know. We'll see, because they got 4 laps to decide this. Things could change.
Yeah.
Not over till the large lady sings. I don't want to say fat. That's not polite. I'm going to throw to go. If Michael's going to do anything, he's got to do it now.
Yeah, he
right
is
now.
Gaining a little bit. But, yeah, he's going to have to close the distance even more. He's got to hit his marks perfectly.
Yep. I just don't know. I mean, Gary's going to try to protect the bottom in the corners, and he's going to protect the high side on the straightaways. Oh, man, Gary was loose on that one. Did you see that?
I saw that.
Ooh, man, the back end of that car wanted to come around. But he kept his foot right in it.
Peg's better through 1 and 2, but Slepinski's better where it counts, and that's 3 and 4. 2 laps to go.
Oh, my gosh. I'm telling you, I would have never believed it would have come down like this, because I really thought Michael had this thing sewed up. He had the fastest car most of the night tonight and was able to get by Gary when he needed to. He outran him in the pits, but Michael always does. He's always excellent in the pits. It's rare that you see him make a mistake on pit road. But Gary, we have seen Gary make mistakes on pit road.
Yep.
1 to go.
1 to go. We will finish under green. Michael Pegg going to try to close the gap, but it's pretty much over right now. The way it looks is Slepinski's going to come down the backstretch here for the final time. Michael Pegg not close enough to be a threat at this point through 3 and 4 for the final time. And Gary Slepinski will come to the line. He takes the checkered at Kentucky.
Wow, great job, man. What a win. I got to say, what a win right there. And I'm sure Gary, he's probably pretty happy about it too, because he probably thought he wasn't going to get a win here tonight. But we're going to get these guys up here, so hang on, folks. All right, we caught up with tonight's winner, Gary Slepinski. Holy smokes, Gary. I'll tell you what, you got the run there off of that on that restart, and man, it just seemed like after that it was on from there. Were you worried that Michael may have had a little something up his sleeve for you at the very end, or were you pretty confident you were going to get the win?
No, I really didn't know how it was going to work out there. I just went for an A outside there. I think I had a good run in 3 and 4 there. I put a lot of rear brake in it.
Yeah.
To make sure it turned going in, and it did, and it stuck. So I got probably unlucky. So
And we've seen the
That's
back
about
end
it.
get a little wiggly there coming out of I forget what 2 or 4, I can't, one of the two. The back end kind of acted like it wanted to come around a little bit, but you never let up, man. You kept your foot right in it.
Oh yeah, I wasn't letting off at all. I said that
Nope.
it is what it is.
Yeah, that's the way I think all of you guys were doing up there. The top 4 of you guys were just, there was no letting up, man. You had to keep your foot in it. So, but you come home with the win here next to the last race next week, season finale. You probably closed the gap a little tiny bit on the points. I don't know if he's got the points done yet, but you're probably going to close the gap a little. Oh, you got to be kidding me.
Yeah, I think he's pretty much got it. What it looks like.
But anyhow, they, with the points being that close, and then next week you guys go to Talladega, which is a wild card race. How you feel about that?
Not really good.
Not good?
No, not good.
Well, I mean, things could happen in your favor, or they could happen in somebody else's favor.
Exactly.
You just know. So, all right. Well, before you get out of here, who you got to thank for this win here tonight?
Oh man, I'd like to thank you guys for everything you do, announcing these races week in, week out. You guys work really hard at it, and I really appreciate it a lot. I'd like to thank Lucky Dog. I'd like to thank MaxspeedTV. I'd like to thank my teammates. I'd like to thank my wife and my kids for putting up with an old man like me out here playing playing these, they say games, really a sim to me, but
Yep.
I enjoy it a lot, and they know that, and I love it. Thank you.
All right. Very good. All right. We'll see you next week then, Gary. Well, more importantly, we'll see you Friday night.
Yeah.
All right. Dwayne, you got second?
Yes, sir. Michael Pegg, you came out, you did almost everything you wanted to do tonight. You led the most laps, had the fastest car. Looks like you got a little snookered on that last caution there, but you may have, we're still waiting for the points to update here, but going into Talladega, possibly having this thing locked up, you got to feel good about that.
Yes, most definitely. Yeah, that was a tough race tonight. I did not want to see that caution. I was like, no.
Yeah.
Yeah, and luckily it was only 4 cars left in the lead lap at that point. Everybody else stayed out, kind of got the wave around, but it was definitely a close battle there at the end. Well, it all comes down to this now, though. How do you feel? What do you got to do at Talladega to keep yourself, more importantly, out of the wrecks and come home with the championship?
I just got to hold hands with Gary, hook a chain to his car, and we're good. As long as I keep him in eyesight.
I don't mean to intrude on you, Dwayne, but I got to ask Michael this: when Sandy Curtis and Gary Whitmer got together right in front of you, what were your thoughts right at that very second? Because you had to really back out of it.
I was like, we'll have to order a new seat here.
That's what I thought. I thought that.
I was like, uh-oh.
Uh-huh.
It got deep real quick.
Oh,
yeah,
man.
I was like, whoa.
Yeah. Okay, sorry about that, Dwayne. I just had to ask.
All right. All right. Well, we will let you get out of here, Michael. But before we do, who do you got to thank for second place tonight?
Tonight, I want to thank all the Lucky Dog people for coming out. Thank all the regulators. I want to thank MaxspeedTV. I want to thank FOC for sponsoring us. I want to thank Tracy, Molly, and Cash.
All right. Well, again, congratulations on second, and good luck next week in Talladega. We'll see you Friday.
Thanks, sir.
Rudy, you got fourth.
Well, we can't talk to third place, Jacob Edson, because he's not here tonight, but congratulations to him for grabbing the third place. Man, that was what a run for him. We're going to talk to Darren here, because I want to ask Darren what his thoughts were there at the very end, when we thought that maybe it was going to be an issue where Darren was going to be up there battling for the win, and here it was Jacob. He made a run on you, Darren, that was like unbelievable.
Yes, sir. And, well, I sincerely apologize for not following through with my veiled threats. And,
That's good.
Jacob was putting on a good race there. and I just wasn't going to battle him for it. I think he's raced a lot more of these races than I have. So from a point standpoint, I just looked at it like, well, I'm not going to. I mean, I was trying to keep up with him, and I would have gone around him if I could, but he was running well, and so I just let it run like that. And I was happy to finish fourth, and happy to just run the race. I haven't raced so many, and gosh, it's already starting to hurt my arm, so I got to be careful with it. But that's it. Jacob had a great run. Congrats on his all the top three.
Yeah, he sure did, man. Well, just exactly what he needed to do, to keep up with Gary and Michael going into next week. I would say mathematically, I'd say Jacob probably won't be running for the championship next week. Mathematically, he is pretty much out of it, I guess. But Gary and Michael, it's going to come down to one of them too. But what's going to be the most important thing is Michael. Yeah, he could relax a little bit. If there's only like a 20-car field, he probably could just start and park it,
25. It's a 25-point gap. They just updated the points.
Yeah. But, if Gary runs good and Michael doesn't, oh, boy, it could be a whole different ball game. So, but, Darren, are you going to be here next week for the Talladega race?
I don't know. I can't say for sure that I will or I won't. Those races are brutal. So
yeah, I know. Yes, they are.
Yeah, I don't know if I'll be there or not. If I am, I'll try to help one of those guys get whichever one sends me the most in the PayPal. I'll give them a hand.
Yeah. I know it. I get it. All right. Well, fourth place for you though tonight, Darren. That was a great run, man. You got to lead some laps, and man, the way things worked out there, I know Michael did not want that caution to come out, and I totally understand that because he had a pretty healthy lead, and he was going to take it home. So, but you proved that you could keep up with them boys, Darren. Good job, and you saved tires too. That we were watching you at the beginning of the race where you were saving, and those guys were out there just burning their tires up, And next thing you know, here comes Darren just marching right on by.
Yep. I did a pretty good job with the tires tonight. Yeah. And it's funny because you do that, then if you get just the smallest out of sorts, like on the first run, I was catching Michael there towards the end. Before that first pod, I was making time on him. I thought maybe I could really get something on the pits, but man, he's awfully hard to beat in the pit.
I know it. He doesn't make a mistake on the pit road.
No, he don't. And then that second run, I could just feel myself just overdriving. I don't know. It seems like I just didn't have the same rhythm there. And obviously that caution helped for me to get caught up. But it's weird how you can have a first run like that. Then you get a caution or you get stopped for gas. You come back out. You're in a different position. You have a lead position for a little bit. Yeah. The next thing you know, you kind of lose your psyche a little bit, and it can make all the difference in the world. These guys, Michael and Gary, they just don't lose sight of it. They get focused in and they run so well, so consistently. And, that's the name of the game. And that's the reason why they're at the top of the list. So it gives us something to chase after,
Yes, sir. All right. Well, Darren, congratulations on your fourth place. And, if we don't see you next week, hopefully we'll see you Friday night in the truck series.
We'll see.
Okay.
I got to spread it out, and I got to keep letting this arm heal. So.
Yeah. Oh, I get it, brother. All right. Thanks for talking with us.
Absolutely. Right. You guys have a great night.
You too, buddy.
For doing what you do.
Yes, sir. All right, Dwayne. Gary Slapinski coming home with the win here tonight. Michael Pegg finishing second. Jacob Edson third. Darren Reeser fourth. Gary Ragland with a top 5 finish. Paul Witt finishing 6th, David Casey a 7th, Sandy Curtis 8th, Joel Guy 9th, and Gary Whitmer Sr. in 10th. Dwayne?
John Schudeman going to bring it home 11th, Chris Hogue 12th, Damon Cox 13th, and Todd Willis will round out the field in 14th position.
Good. All right. Well, congratulations again to the winner here tonight, Gary Slapinski. We were looking at it. He may have, he only closed the gap by 2 points on Michael. Right. So, I think yeah, if if less than 25 cars start next week, Michael Pegg was a starting park, and he's got it won. So
Right. Doesn't matter where he finishes, he'll have it locked up.
Yep. So, all right. Well, no, that's not really true. Because if Gary went out there and led the most laps, won the race, took the pole, that would make a big difference there.
Yeah, it's going to have to come down to see how many drivers show up, number one, and then who wrecks who as we get closer to the end there.
Yep. All right, folks. Well, until next time, stay safe and have a good night.
Good night, everybody.